Okay, it's the 20th on the afternoon, April the 20th. I'm stuck in March. April 20th, 2023. This is Jeff from Rvdiagnostics. A lot of you have what we call chassis AC not working. That's the whether it's a gas or a diesel, whether it's a front like a or a B or a C. Oh, no, A is a diesel pusher. So this happens to be a Monaco Camelot, and I've done a little bit of work on it. Just one of the other members' complaint was his AC wasn't working. Well, I hooked up some of this stuff right here. I'll show you how to do it. I already made a video on it, but I'll go over it again. And what I've learned to do is hook up the gauges. Red would be the high side, low would be the blue side. And I try to pull a vacuum with this machine. Well, there was no Freon in it. All right, so that means there's a leak. The most common place is your Shrader valves. A lot of techs don't know that because they put the couplers on them. You can't really detect if it's leaking. So a couple ways you can do it. You can put a little Freon in it and see if it bubbles out. All right, put a little soapy water on the Shrader valve itself. Well, this didn't do that. It's still leaking now. So I guess someone in the past tried to fix this. That don't mean there isn't other leaks. Excuse me. I just ate lunch and it ain't agreeing with me. There goes the quality of the video. Now, so the Shrader valve itself on the low side was actually broken. Somebody tried to tighten it up instead of just changing them out. The price of them is cheap. If you can change them out, then you. This one was broken off. All right, this is what they look like whole. Okay, so here's the outer seal. Now the inner seal is the Shrader, this little spring right here. Ready? See it right in there, that little rubber, right, the little part I'm pushing in. Okay, so this broke. Well, I said, oh my God, here we go. All right, so I had to take the line off, right? Get some light up in here. All right, so I had to take the line completely off to get to it, and it was in there. All right, I said, oh man. So I remember I had a left hand, counterclockwise, clockwise drill or reversible drill. And I got one of these bits here. It's an extractor, screw extractor. Got a real small one. And you turn it the opposite way. You spin it this way. See, lefty-loosey. Well, this threads grab into this, and we lucked out. We lucked out. We caught it out. Now we got to find the leak. Because how you Shrader valves, there's a couple different ways. I like to do it this way. I hook this up, draw a vacuum, and I transfer it over to the high side. So I draw the vacuum from the high side. And I take the low side off and see if it's leaking. It won't hold the vacuum. And the vacuum is from 0 to 30. And on the gauges, it's a lot bigger. It's a lot smaller, a larger scale. So you go 0 to 30. That's the same number, okay? So you open the high side while it's hooked up, draw your vacuum through here. Right, that yellow goes into the machine, you turn it on. So let's draw the vacuum right away. That's because this is sealed, okay? So it's done, I see. So I couldn't get it to hold a vacuum when I took the low off. And you would do the opposite, all right? Let's say you think it was the high not seating properly. And a vacuum has a tendency to pull things together. Well, when it comes to a Shrader valve, it'll actually unseat if the spring's weak. When you put Freon in it, the spring pressure keeps that little seat It's there you go. See that little rubber seat right there where it's closing. The pressure, since it's like a cup right there, keeps it closed. So all I did was pull a vacuum. It was enough to open that valve and leak. It's a leaking valve, folks. It broke off in there. So I'm going to put you on pause and get that off of there. All right, so there it is. Right there. Remember I was showing you? That's where it seats on. That's the broken part. Right here. It goes in like that. So one, it's telling me this other part's in there somewhere. Not a good choice. All right. Well, you got, that's the suction side, so it's going to get, I'll try to blow the lines out, but there's 80 foot of them, or actually more than that, probably 100, 85, 80, 90 to 100. So at least I got it out. I don't see the thing in there. I could turn it upside down maybe. Nope. So the cap, or this part right here, is in there, folks. Please. Oh, it'll come in focus. There you go. Right there. This part is missing. That little silver cap right there. All right. So what you learn out of that, don't tighten them like crazy. You know what I mean? It's the same Shrader valve that's in a bicycle tire. That's the guy's name, actually, Shrader. Please, just replace them every time an AC service is done, whether you're a tech or you're just a member of mine trying to fix your dash AC, because a lot of them ain't working. Mine been working. It still works. I did a couple videos on that too. Had to clean out the evaporator. Oh my God, was it? It was nasty. But now they put air filters on them, which I'll probably end up doing eventually. Even if you recircle from the inside, recirculate the air, you've got dust and dirt because it's down on the floor probably. Well, now we're going to have fun. We're going to put the Shrader valve, the new one in. We're going to tighten it up, not much. It don't take much. Once it seats, go like 1/8 of a turn, if that. You could use like a 5-inch pound torque screwdriver just for Shrader valves. They use them for tire pressure monitor sensor Shrader valves. All right, I got one in here somewhere. I got to get it out. So that was this lesson. We're just going to try to find dash AC. And I'll show you a little bit of components here. Okay. Oh, there's your red dot. That's a receiver dryer, right? It has, or it's compatible with R12, R22, 134. So that's telling me this thing has been changed. There is that little silver can right there. That is your vacuum motor, and that's your recirculate vents right there. Watch. If you push on them, they go in. See 'em? So it's closed right now. Now, the other one is this system right here. Specific Climate Systems Incorporated. That's who made this one. Serial number 213-6405. All right, and that is your actuator, temperature actuator. It shuts off the coolant. That's your heater core. That's your evaporator. All right, and that is your famous freeze sensor right there. A little coil goes up to that switch right there. I did a video on that. This will be in the playlist, Chassis AC. Thank you very much, Jeff from Rvdiagnostics. Now we're going to put the Shrader in. We'll hook the vacuum machine up, let it vacuum down. I don't understand why 99% of you techs out there, I can't get on the private owner because they're learning this stuff, but please put dye in the system, because if it leaked out somewhere. So at least the dye will glow its little butt off. You go, oh, there it is. And your luck, it'll be one of them 80-foot lines that's rubbed through on the chassis somewhere, in with all the other hydraulic lines, fuel lines, electrical cables. Welcome to my job. There is splice kits out there. All right. RV, repair vehicle. Read volumes of information. This is Jeff from Rvdiagnostics. I'm out of here.